Hey gang, Game Face here, and I am back in Planet Coaster. Planet something or other. I know there's not a coaster. Well, there is a coaster inside. There's a coaster right there, and there's another coaster right there, but you can't really see it. It's right there. But yeah, I'm starting to think I finally got this all figured out. I started using the secondary technique of building it like a pyramid, and that's gonna work. I have to not put as much detail into the buildings though, because this was supposed to just be an experiment, and I've basically gone and built a bunch of stuff. Not much of an experiment. So yeah, the other problem, of course, is I think I'm gonna have to move this building just to put the path in. Oh yeah, and pathing sucks. Have I mentioned that? Hey Nohar, how you doing? Have I mentioned in the past that the pathing in Planet Coaster just bites? I might have mentioned that. Need some improvement. So now that I've built something over there, I think what I'm going to do is build something over here. Because, you know, that would just make sense. It doesn't have to be like intricate like this. It's not going to be intricate like this. I still have some things in here I still have to figure out. You know, I haven't bit off more than I can chew, but I love the way it's going. I'm debating putting another floor on it, but I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Hey, Bruce. So that's sort of how this is working out. I wish Planet Coaster could keep up. Yeah. So, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to put a building in here. And it's going to have 2 stores in it. That's what it's going to have. Actually, no. Let's do this. Well, I'm still not sure about the path yet. All of this will be covered. This will all come out to well, what looks like a railing with wooden supports holding it up. This'll, you know, I'll try to make this look solid. I'll do what I can. But for now, what I want to do is we want to select the grid. Yeah, thanks. I've selected the grid. Hello, Planet Coaster. Yeah, oh, you know, the other day, or last night when I was working on this, the grid got itself stuck in a problem where it wouldn't. I couldn't do this at all, anywhere. I couldn't make steps, and I had to actually quit the game, and I didn't start it again. See, I don't understand what's wrong with these. Why won't it let me do that? Okay, we'll just do it like this then. Because I'm pretty sure it'll let me attach that to that. What I'm going to do here is this. Nope. Why? Why? Here you go. We're gonna do this. One. I gotta get it centered. I don't think that's centered. Okay, Okay, I understand. I get it. I get it. I get it. So the problem here is this, and it's going to round the corners, isn't it? Oh, no, good. The problem is that it didn't, it's centered right in the center of the path. It's not one piece in the center. It's centered between the lines between the pieces of the path. So the path pieces line up in the middle. That's what's going on. I got it. Okay, let's build something out of this. Now, I'm somewhat afraid to put these in. I really hope they fixed them. That's not what I want. The claw machine, the claw machine, the fortune machine. Okay. It's like, nope. You can't have it here. Why doesn't it attach to stuff? What is it doing? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Oh. You want to be like that, do you? Well, I don't want to do that. Well, fine. You're just not going to be in my park. Piece of junk. Like I'm gaining anything from that. Okay, let's throw in a... what drink machines? Because food machines don't make sense. An ice cream machine. A milk machine. Hey kids, want some milk? Does that make any sense? Did I say hey Martin? Pip shot. Vending machine. Munch your frites. Missy good. So there's a coffee one. Okay, fine. It'll do it in the middle here. It's just like a it's just a yeah, I'm going to give you what you want where you don't want it kind of machine. Why is it doing this?
Street Fox Coffee.
Why is it doing this? This is not right, game. This is not right what you're doing here. Huh? See? It just won't attach. It's not right. There's something wrong. Now, I should be able to move these, and it should be able to fix the... Oh, nice, nice. Thanks, Planet Coaster. Thanks. Thanks. That's just awesome. It's like, yeah, thanks for all your hard work. Why don't you just go play a different game? Why is it doing this? Why does it have to be such a piece of junk? Yeah, it's just being a piece of crap. An absolute piece of crap. Should we really expect anything different from it when it comes to pathing? I just want... you can tell. All I want here is the simplest thing. And it's just totally incapable of doing anything even close to it. Really? Or at least if you want it, you have to get tortured before you get it.
Street Fox Coffee.
The other one's not connected. It just looks like it's connected. Oh, I bet you they're not even open. Oh, yeah, it's open. Good. Now, can we get the magician in here? Hey, Wolfie! Can we get the magician in here? I need the magician. Not the magician, the wizard. Zoltan. Come on, Zoltan. You can do it. No? You can't? They can go in the middle, but you can't go in the middle? Or is it just you can't, nothing can go in this middle where things can go in those middles? Is that what's going on here? It's not a matter of what you are, it's just a matter of the middle I'm trying to put you in? Because if that's the case, that's even worse. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. The bubblegum machine will work. Of course, nothing's gonna work. Okay, so let's just build our building. You know, I gotta quit wanting things that I want and just do things that Planet Coaster does. Is that the way it's supposed to work? Here we go. Let's go with some type of wooden walls. We'll go with painted wood. Get that there. Maybe we'll go with something like this. But I need it straight. Come on. Really? That's what you got out of all that? Excuse me. Yeah, I knew that. It would be going back to here, but it won't let us. So it's only going to go back to here. Because why waste the room? I am definitely going to be playing Planet Zoo. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to see if they fixed anything in pathing. And if they didn't, we're going to return the game for a refund. A full refund. If it's exactly the same, I'm going to just... No, you know, I've liked... I enjoyed Elite Dangerous. I liked... Well... I seem to play a lot of Planet Coaster. The only thing I didn't like, and it would have been so easy if they would have just made a few little changes to it that I didn't like, was Jurassic World. Though I did play it for 22 hours or something. Okay, we'll see ya. I'll be here in half an hour. Yeah, I've only been here for 17 minutes, so I'll be here in half an hour. So, you know, that's really the only game from them that I didn't like as a publisher. I don't know if I should be doing this like this. It's very, you know, mirrored. Hey, Stacks, I am doing good. How about yourself? Whoops. Okay, now. See, I already... Well, it's not that I don't like this. It's that I already have something against it. If that's the problem. It's too high. Or, okay, that's maybe not true. This is not high enough. You know what? There we go. Not everything has to be 2 stories and have windows in it. I really wish I could have put a thing there, though. That would have been good. But no. I'll figure out something. Maybe a door. Hey. I just figured out something. No, it won't attach to it. So no matter what I put there, it doesn't matter. It's not going to work. Because nothing will attach to here. That is just so bad. So bad. Okay, so what does one do when Planet Coaster hates you? thanks, Planet Coaster. Fine. Fine. I don't get what I want. Fine. It's a creative game, but not for creating stuff you want. For creating stuff they want. This is totally infuriating. Because there's no reason for it. There's no reason for it at all. You just won't do it. Look at this. It'll do it here. But it won't do it on any of this. Ah! Why is that a thing? Like, it's not like this isn't square path. This is the same square path that I laid out before I went here. But yet, it's got no problem doing it here. And what's worse is what it's just done now. That's worse. So somehow, during that whole process, the path in the bottom got shifted over. So as you can see now, it's not in squares. But yet it lets me attach these things here. It still hasn't gone. Like, come on, how many times do I have to press this? You're gonna get me swearing at you, Planet Coaster, and that's never a good thing. And I have to end the stream, and I'm never happy when that happens. You know, it's not that I'm asking anything difficult at all, or anything that I shouldn't be able to have. Planet... Sorry. Do you? Try building some complex pathing. You'll be pulling your hair out. Yeah. Yeah, it has a definite tendency of destroying everything I'd like to build. Hey, Marco. You know, like this. The path in here. Drove me crazy trying to get these paths working. These have to be on the ground, so they don't have curbs. I wish you didn't have to have curbs when they were off the ground, you know. And then all this stuff. This drove me insane trying to build this so that it worked. And I could tile it. And you know, it wasn't just awful. But doing it was awful. Like you can see there's like double layers of these things. Yeah. These are actually on an angle, which you can probably see because they're even there, and then as you go up, they get bigger and bigger. Yeah, I don't know. But it's not... It's nowhere near as good as it should be. And the big thing, I guess, right now that's infuriating me is if I were to go do... Oh, come on. And go and build a square. I'm pretty sure it's going to let me do whatever I want. When it comes to this. It's just that square because I want it there. I think that's what's going on. The nightmare was that I had to do it in a video and put building a copy of the building on it before I uploaded it to the workshop to make sure it could be done. And it can be done. It's just, why is it so difficult? Okay, so this won't do it at all. It'll only attach from the sides. Now, as soon as I go path, and again, it won't let me... Malformed path. No, it's not malformed path. It's malformed code. Trying to determine whether the path is malformed. Now, as soon as I do that, I'm going to be able to put it in the middle here. I think. Yeah. So that's how goofy that is. And it doesn't make sense, and they really don't want you to build things. They find it annoying when you build things. So would you please stop building things? So the only reason that this is allowing me to do that and put that there is because this is here. I had this feeling they felt they had this responsibility to stop people from building stupid looking things. So as you can imagine, if we were allowed to do anything we wanted with the path, we could do some pretty stupid things. But hey, it doesn't work. You can do pretty stupid things because you're forced into it. So yeah, the whole thing's just a fiasco, if you ask me. A joke amongst pathing tools and games. No, it's the problem is it's still squares. It's not that it needs to be bigger than 2 by 2. It's still squares. As soon as I attach this other piece of path to it, it's not squares anymore. It takes it and go, oh, that doesn't need to be squares anymore. And it's not squares. That's what's happening. And if it's not squares, you can put it on anywhere. But if it's squares, no, you can only put it on square to the square. That's what they're doing here. And if I delete this, which is not going to let me for some reason. Oh, it let me. Oh, come on. Yeah, see? Hey, Scott. Welcome back to the stream. So yeah, there's no way it's going to let me put anything in there. This is not going to let me do it. So yeah. And it's because of the square. See, if I delete, see, that's not really squares. Even though this is, and this is. I don't know. But you know what? I'm just going to get over it. And just not get what I want to build. We'll just build something else. I was thinking of making it into a restaurant or a hotel. Would have been nice. We need a nice restaurant or hotel. Not gonna happen. I think I'm building it back up this way again. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Oh. Yeah. Let's do this first. It would make a lot more sense to change the color of it. Well, we can change the color all at once. Now, I don't know what to color it. Too bright. Hey, Cosmic Labs, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Okay. Well, I guess it hasn't really been that long, but it's been a while. Anyway. I think that might be okay. If I put green on that, green is the other color, I think that'll work out just fine. And, you know, yeah, let's put some, what kind of roof do I want on this? Like maybe corrugated steel? Maybe. Maybe not corrugated steel? I know what I want. 1 meter slope. Just a nice simple 1 meter slope. Ooh, 1 meter outer corner is a 2 meter slope. They're tricking you, you know. They don't have a half a meter outer corner. Wood tile roof, 1 meter high. There we go. Making it look like a warehouse. Ah. So I went and bought a new hoodie today. I'm wearing it because I had these I had these gift certificates since Christmas last year. Not the Christmas just passed, the Christmas before, and the Christmas before that. So I ended up having like $100 in gift certificates. So I went hoodie shopping. I actually need building, not that. Okay, windows, doors. Let's start with doors. For some reason, I think that's appropriate. Ooh, I missed. Like, oh. There we go. Okay. I need these. Really? Maybe. Yeah, I can see that. But I could much more likely to see this. No. Whoa. Too many buttons pressed once. Plaza, and then put buildings in it instead of having to use the edge of the path for building. Yeah, I know. I would have loved to been able to have just an open concrete area with my rides in it for the for the vintage or the classic park. But you know, they just force you into a certain thing. We could have hidden everything and made it look like that, which was sort of what I was trying in the first place, but that didn't really work out. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta give up. Sorry. Hey, Nightmare. But yeah, the you know, fair in a parking lot or buildings in a parking lot just doesn't work. You gotta have a hole for the buildings. If you have shops in them. If you don't have shops in them, I'm sure you could just do it and like not care. You'd have to put blockades so people can't go through, but you could do that. I wouldn't. Yeah, I know. Well, just look at the simplest thing that I want here. It shouldn't be a problem at all, but the way they've implemented the paths as data is, I guess, is the limitation. Because, you know, it's all got to be data. If it's not data, you can't store it. So, you know, it's the way they've structured this data that's causing the problem. And I know I keep on saying, why don't they just give me what I want? But why don't they just give me what I want? So I was sitting here last night at I don't know, midnight. I had just gotten up. I had yeah, no, let's forget about yesterday. I know I almost have. I was thinking, you know, I know I've thought this before and I've never followed through on it, but I should start another YouTube channel just for vlogs and start doing some vlogs. But then, you know, the more I thought about it, yeah, I'd like to do that. But then I keep thinking, well, yeah, but well, what about the streams? Because you know, there's no other time. So why make these promises to yourself to do these things? Picking a lock shut your game off. Oh. Is Fallout 76 still the piece of art that it, no, sorry. If anybody's interested, there's a go to YouTube and look for the Fall of 76. And it sort of tells a story of why this happened. And how they've just been, you know, they haven't been able to make anybody happy since it all began. I'll post this on YouTube because I know that'll work. So yeah, there's a link to The Fall of 76. And it details the whole story from, 16 times the detail. But, and all Tom Howard's lies, basically. Lies. Because they're, the nylon bag. The nylon bag. Oh, it goes through the nylon bag. And now it also goes through, they switched. Oh, yeah. It's a mess. It's a real mess. I wish it wasn't. Oh. I don't know how long I'm going to last. Yesterday was so messed up when it came to sleep. Yeah, the nylon bag was the big one. The nylon bag really kicked things off. I think though that they soured the waters with the beta, with me at least. They sold me this beta where I was going to get to play early, and then I played every possible moment that I could in that, and I didn't even get 20 hours. And I paid you guys, So I think that might have soured the waters to begin with, I hate to say, for me. But, the game, if they would balance it, but they don't know how. They seriously don't know how to balance a multiplayer game. They took this and they threw it to a studio. Like, this was all going on when Fallout 4 came out. This was already going on. The decisions had already been made. The wrong decisions had already been made. And they were already heading down that road. So there was nothing that could be done. They had already handed off to an immature studio that didn't really know what they were doing. And the result is what we've got. And if they don't understand, I don't know what's wrong, really. They have to understand. But the problem is they just kept on piling mistreatment on top of mistreatment on top of mistreatment on top of mistreatment. They basically abused their customer, their loyal customers, through the whole process. And the bottom line was, their answer to everything was to bring down the ban hammer. And why? We've made a mistake. We've made a horrible mistake. Let's ban everybody. Like that must have been said in a meeting somewhere. We should just ban them all. And that's what they did. They banned everybody who took advantage of their mistake. It's the gaming world. What do you think's going to happen? So yeah, I got a problem with that and the way they handled all that. But it's hindsight now. I would play more. But the problem with playing more is you need to build up your character, and you're building up your character in this game is it's being tortured. You're basically saying, okay, torture me, Bethesda. I don't deserve to be happy. Unless you have like, well, and again, I found I only did multiplayer from the beginning, like with people at the beginning, and as soon as they were ahead of me by so much because they had more time, it wasn't the same experience. But whatever. I should be over it. Yeah, I don't know. I found the whole Diablo thing funny. Myself. That's entitlement. That's what that is. As far as I was concerned. You know, we're making a game for lots of people, and it's going to be on mobile. Boo. Why aren't you making a game for me? Me. Sorry. That's just the way I look at that one. With the but you know, everybody will see it differently. Come on, let me choose the thing. Hello? Okay. Let me choose it when I don't have the mouse down. But it won't let me choose it with the mouse up. Level 97. Wow. Yeah, I'd have to play for hundreds of hours to catch up. And I never even made it to that level in Fallout 4. Okay, oh yeah, like you know. You know, that's terrible. My green screen. Is it like reacting with me? With what's it doing? It doesn't like my white shirt. Let's say no. Those are just trees in the background. I don't know. They're not. Well, I don't know. I just they didn't do anything wrong. Bethesda has gone the wrong direction over and over and over, and they've been heavy-handed. Like, come on. These people spent $200 on the premium edition, and they sent them a crappy nylon bag. Like, there should be like, yeah, no, these people should have their money back and the canvas bag. Like, Bethesda should be like apologizing. And when somebody brought this up to them, they said their answer was, "We're not doing anything about this." That was the actual words. "We're not going to do anything about this." So they posted it to Twitter. And then they're like, oh, $200 for a game? Oh, okay, here. We'll give you something for $4.99. It's free for us. This digital content. It's worthless to us. All it is a flag on a database entry. You can have that. We'll write a script right away. to update the database. Give you all your $4.99 credit. And that was disgusting. That was absolutely disgusting of them. Like, what? Like, yeah, I don't know. And that's nothing to do with the game. That's nothing to do with the game at all. I think being ripped off, even other people being ripped off, triggers a lot of people. Hello? Just sitting here waiting for something to happen. It's put the menu away. It's like definitely taken a click from somewhere. But I'm guessing it must have taken the click long after I clicked it. Okay, so what do I want here? Yeah, I only bought the basic. Oh, it even said canvas. It said canvas. And then their other answer was, "Oh, there's a shortage in the supply of canvas." Well, what about those canvas bags you gave like influencers? What about those? You know, you gave a whole bunch of them away for free to other people, and then you took people's money and sent them garbage. Like literally, the garbage. These things, those bags they sent out, are given away free, you know, usually. You go to a resort or something, and they'll have a bag that they give you, you know, filled with crap for free. Well, not really for free, because, you know, you are paying to be there, but it was that type of garbage that they were pawning off on people for $200. Yeah, it had the helmet. And then the rum. The dark rum. Like, really? You think this is okay? Like, they came up with this product. They sold it as, you know, this bottle. People thought they were getting an $80 bottle, a big Nuka-Cola glass bottle with a, like, I guess a cork top or something like that. Like a collector's piece. That's what people thought they were getting. So they pre-ordered it. They came out with this thing 2 months late, and what the people got was a bottle of crappy rum in a two-sided plastic shell, in a crappy two-sided plastic shell that you couldn't even pour the rum from, and when you took it apart, good chance you were gonna break it. Because screw you. You know, that's Bethesda's attitude. And I really, you know, like, I'm sorry, these people have taken a lot of my money over the years. Like, it's Bethesda. Like, id is owned by Bethesda. Like, Arcane. Like, the amount of stuff that is Bethesda. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a sad state of affairs. Oh, you didn't know about the rum? Oh, yeah. And you'd go to pour it, the rum, and the bottle wasn't, you know, it wasn't designed as a bottle. It was designed as a holder for a bottle. So inside the bottle of rum was a bottle like this. And then you'd go to pour it, and it would just dribble down the side, and like 90% of it would go all over the table, and like, you know. Borderlands 3? When it came out, I was excited. I've lost my excitement in that. For some reason. Yeah, I don't think I'll be buying it. Not much. We're just talking shit about Bethesda. I mean, talking down Bethesda. Never even heard of it. There's a couple games I'm looking forward to. I don't know when they'll be out. Dying Light 2 is definitely on my list. As is Sea of Solitude. No, I think Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster are two distinct products. All the code that makes the pathing in Planet Coaster will be shared, though. That'll be a thing. It'll all be the same background code for copy and paste code. I don't know these things for sure. I'm just being, you know. Being myself. I think I know what I'm going to do here. I don't know why this thing doesn't have the supports that the... I don't know. Well, I just can't imagine what they do when they're wanting to build something like what we build. Like, how do they do it? And when they can't, what do they think? Why doesn't this line up? Yes, I know that won't work either. Or maybe it will. But probably it won't. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Just queue up those things when I think maybe it didn't accept my input. Just stack them all up and do them all at once, Planet Coaster. Because you know that couldn't cause any issues. Make the wall longer. Oh, the system isn't... what's wrong with it is there's certain things it does which are just infuriating. Which it's continually trying to attach to things. And they have a button to say, oh, don't attach to things. But then it doesn't even attach to the thing you want it to attach to. So it's only it's going from a one-ended thing to a none-ended thing. But the yeah, it's yeah. I don't understand. But truthfully, when it was in alpha, I didn't play it enough to know. I didn't play it for 1,500 hours. So, I got no one to blame but myself. Maybe that's not right. I don't know. No, we'll want something a little more substantial than that. Jurassic World Evolution, is that what it's called? Yeah. Has its own problems. Like, that's not a park management sim, that's an incompetence manager sim. The premise here is you own a park. Every contractor you hired is completely incompetent. Nobody can do anything right. And to the point where the walls will crumble if anything tries to walk through them. We're not even going to build containment strong enough for the weakest dinosaur. We're so pathetic and bad at what we do. Have fun. That's a summary of that game. And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. That is no word of a lie. That game should have been so much more enjoyable. And that's why I'm really kind of scared of Planet Zoo. Because Planet Zoo could be Planet Jurassic Zoo. It better not be. It better not be. Yeah, I was not happy with that. I wanted it to be so bad. That should have been an awesome game. But they just made it frustrating to play. And very, very, very unrealistic. Yeah, you're gonna see the path problems right now. Yeah, like right now. I'm in a mode where I'm supposed to be moving it up and down, but yet it keeps turning to the side. Ah! Again. I think I just want too much out of it. No. You piece of junk, you. You're just mean. You're just mean. It's like, nope, you can't connect that to there. What are you thinking? That's a path. You can't connect to a path. Crazy human. So the problems worsen as I go forward. Worsen? Get worse. Well, they don't get better. Okay, so that's the best we're going to be able to do. I was hoping that I'd be able to line it up, but I see that at the front I don't have it lined up, so that makes sense. So let's pull this across the back here. And maybe obstructed. You have been obstructed. Now that was not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to delete the thing off the end. You know, the piece that it didn't delete? That was the piece I wanted to delete. There we go. Now, can this work? Can I go one forward? And then do this? It just keeps going, ignoring me. Come on. Please. Just, how am I supposed to do anything if you just, everything I do, you just ignore it? I can finally. Okay, let's try to put in a building here. We'll use some wood. And we'll build a building. Now, the thing is, of course, again, I don't need to have stores and all these things. Some of them could just be buildings. I gotta remember that. Um, let's edit it and not duplicate it over and over and over again. I know it's the same as the building we just built. It's not really. It's pretty close though. I know I would complain if I was the architect. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. I am the architect. Sorry. Best Planet Coaster tune right here. Okay. So we got 4 buildings here so far. There's going to be like a dozen altogether, I'm sure. Like, because it's going to cover the whole thing with a coaster here and a coaster here. The coasters are mainly going to ride the edges of the outside edges of the crater. But what I need to start doing is laying out the floor. And that's the grid we're on, I think. Looks pretty accurate. Now I can't select it, of course. Hey, Lunella. Welcome back to the stream. Can I edit this somehow? Maybe sometime. Select it maybe? Do something with it? Can I have this piece of wood, please? Ah! Another path problem. Oh, there we go. There's a tiny sliver of it available for clicking. Oh, and I screwed it up. Let's try that again. Is the place to be questioning that a Planet Coaster gaming stream? I'm just wondering is all. Maybe it is. but I don't think it is. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying this is not the place. For discussion of those matters. Now, do I want that to go under there? Maybe. Nope. Come on. Seriously. You need me to confirm that you'd like... you know... And that is really becoming a problem with Planet Coaster just ignoring what you do. You click on something, you hear the click, everything menus go away. You think things have happened, and then you go and nothing's happened. You got to do it again. That's another problem that's been occurring a lot lately. Again, I don't know. I wonder sometimes if some if some of these things are related to the streaming software running or stuff like that. But, you know, it isn't, because I fired up Planet Coaster last night. And you know, I was thinking a couple of things. Okay, I can fire up software that tracks how many frames per second I'm getting. It will tell me the FPS, it'll tell me how much of my GPU I'm using and how much of my CPU I'm using. And I figured out that Planet Coaster sometimes drops down to 7 frames per second. Sometimes it gets like 30. And it doesn't even use like 40% of my CPU, and it hardly uses 30% of my video card. So, you know, it's Planet Coaster is just limiting itself. It's not even using my computer appropriately or properly. It's not taxing on the CPU at all. It's not taxing on the GPU. You know, and even right now, I'm gonna say, sorry, if I go into my performance here, yes, my GPU is pinned at 100%, but part of that has to do with me having the monitor, the watching everything. So right now, my video card, the Planet Coaster is running on, is consistently running at anywhere from 30 to 45%. And that's like even like when we're doing this. You know, when I'm doing this. Oh, I got a 55. I got a 55. I got a 57. So why? Why am I not getting like 90 or... So now I'm going to ride a coaster. And we're going to see what I get then. It's using 7.8 out of 12 gigs of dedicated GPU. Okay, here we go. 44, 42, 45. Ooh, I got a 60. It hit 60 once. It's at 38, 47, 52, 48, 41, 45, 46. And I'm only getting like maybe 15 frames per second. Yeah. Yeah, doesn't use any of it. Well, any of it. Doesn't use all of it. Like, the stream encoding is using a consistent 15% of my other video card. And it is actually encoding. You can tell the difference. They're labeled, they're separate sections. So yeah, I would say Planet Coaster should be trying a little bit harder to get those frames out, because there's definitely resources to do so. And yet it's stuttering along. Yeah. So, whatever you do, don't go out and spend $1,500 on a video card. You'll be disappointed. Unless you play video games other than Planet Coaster. Then you won't be disappointed. because that thing's going to be awesome. So right now, basically, my problem here is this. These things don't match up to anything. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I want to do this? I could do this. I don't know how well it'll work out. I don't know what the artifacts are going to be like. They're going to probably be pretty bad. Well, or it'll work out just fine. Oh yeah, you're definitely at the other end of the spectrum though. Like yeah, like my video card was twice the price of your PC. I expect that mine would play Planet Coaster a lot better. But a little less than twice, because of course, Canada, Canadian dollars. But still, that would be, you know, somewhat what it should look like. It would be nice to upgrade my video card too. Go with like a 2080, an RTX 2080 Ti. They're only like $1,800 Canadian. I will also admit that my video cards are 3.5 years old. The rest of the machine's 4.5 years old. So I guess it's aged a little. some video. So yeah, I could have 10 monitors. Mine have 5. I've got seriously, dual length DVI, an HDMI, and 3 display ports, and I can use them all at once. The most I've ever hooked up is 6, but I hook one monitor. Well, actually, I have this row hooked up to my main one, just in case I want to do like play Steep or something like that, where I have it all going, and then these two are hooked up to the secondary one. So yeah, I could have 10. I don't know why. But the thing is, it's basically what is the maximum digital resolution. And it's 5120 by 3200. Oh, it'll only support 4 displays plugged in at once. There you go. So it must shut something off. It must not support everything at the same time. So yeah, 4 displays supported. But that's basically memory. It's got 12 gigs. It can't really display any more than... Yeah, I don't know. I remember writing software or programs that would write directly to the memory of the computer, and stuff would come up on the screen. Yeah, I couldn't use my TV as a monitor. It's just way too big. You know, I find that you don't want to be looking back and forth. I want to just move my eyes. And if I was... This is a 49 inch. And if it was like that far away from me, well, that far away from me, yeah, I'd have problems. There'd definitely be some issues. But you know what? That's one thing I've always had really good monitors. I used to have a 955 DF, which was a Samsung Aperture Grill 19-inch monitor. That was my primary. And my secondary... no, I didn't have a secondary at the time then. I only had one monitor. This thing was like freaking huge. It weighed a ton. So that was my monitor on my computer for the longest time. And then Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. No. I don't. I never played it. Couldn't be interested. Back in the day, I was playing multiplayer shooters. But yeah, it must have been something. I don't know. You know, I played stuff like, yeah, okay. I guess I played Diablo 2. There were games that I played. I played Age of Empires. I don't know if that was a 2. What else did I play back when I was a kid? Maybe not a kid. Guess I was an adult, but a lot of Unreal Tournament. A lot of Unreal Tournament. StarCraft. Used to play StarCraft. Not online because people would just kick my butt. Is it Age of Wonders? I don't know. Age of Empires? Age of Wonders? SimCity. I used to play SimCity. I played The Sims 4. There's another game I played. See, it's not all bad. Coffee. Wolfie's not here to make friends, that's for sure. No. Coffee. If you don't drink coffee, what do you drink? Sims 4. That's what I played too. I guess that was even that would have been on the channel even. So yeah, that wasn't even like that was in the last 4.5 years. So that was The Sims 4, definitely. Oh, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, I played Grand Theft Auto. Was it Grand Theft Auto 3? Was where it all started? Well, it didn't all start. And I'm not even going to tell you that I actually played Grand Theft Auto. I won't even say that. The original, top-down car running over people. It was not the same experience. But it caused a lot of uproar in the community. Because, you know, people freak out about everything. So I went and did grocery shopping tonight. I was busy after work. I went and got a haircut. Went and spent my Christmas gift certificates for the last, from 2 years ago and 3 years ago. Bought myself a nice Helly Hansen hoodie. But I also went and did my grocery shopping. And one of the things that I needed to buy was, I had to buy chives, rosemary, parsley, and something else. Yeah, I had GTA. I had GTA 5 on the PS4, but I bought the PC one, and I basically just played through the entire single player campaign, and that was the last of it. I've never ever fired it up multiplayer. No interest at all. Yeah, so I went and I bought this. Did my grocery shopping. And while I was there, and I was buying these spices or herbs or whatever you call them, I basically had a problem with Sobeys, and I sent them an email a while ago, and they're like, yeah, okay, you know, if you want, where's the rest of it? They're like, thank you for your response. We do apologize. Oh, so here it is. I sent them pictures of all this stuff with 2 things of spices. One only had 11 grams, was supposed to have 28. The other one had 18 and was supposed to have 28. I sent them pictures and everything. And they took it off Twitter. They're like, oh, let's, why don't you email us? I'm like, well, why don't we keep this on Twitter? Which is where we're going to keep it this time. And they say, thank you for contacting Compliments Customer Care about our Sage and Thyme. It was Sage and it was Thyme. Once we received your complaint, we did immediately check retained samples and production records with our supplier. Their retained samples met the weight stated on the package, and neither Compliments nor the supplier have any concerns. Blah, 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 blah. That was their answer. So my response to that was, I am so happy to hear that the supplier has verified that they are right. This would lead me to believe that I am a liar, and the scales on the store are not accurate as well. I am saying this because I had them weigh them at the store. I had them weigh 2 other packages at the store just on Friday, and at the checkout, and they came up 4 grams and 5 grams short. It's not as bad as the last one, which was short by more than 10%. But still, more than 10%. I really don't want anything from you other than honesty and integrity. If you cannot provide these, please let me know, and I will find somewhere else to shop. Thank you for your response. We really do apologize for the experience you had with our products. Please let us know by contacting us via email, blah, 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 at any time you find any discrepancies in the weight on any product, as we do not want this to happen again. So I've bought 4 packages, or 6 packages since, and 4 out of those 6 have been short on weight. So they don't give a crap if it happens again. We need codes as our quality team is monitoring the supplier, and we need this information. So again, today, 19 grams and 21 grams. So instead of, if anybody follows me on Twitter, I actually tweeted it to the Canadian government, the standards thing that takes care of this, you know, making sure that grocery stores aren't cheating people with weights and stuff like that. I just forget it. You know, you want to call me a liar? I'm basically, well, they didn't use the words liar. They basically said we went to our supplier. They're not concerned. We're not concerned. So basically they're saying, yeah, you're lying. So screw that. So today, I sent them that email, and then I just tweeted directly to Sobeys and the Canadian. It's called the Competition Bureau in Canada. Hey Sobeys, you know those underweight herbs you were pushing in your stores, robbing people of their hard-earned money? Here's some more for you. You're not allowed to do this. Need more proof, or are you still not concerned? So that's what I sent them, and I added the Competition Bureau too. So I'm like, forget it. You know, you want to rub me the wrong way? I could do the same thing. You know what though? I'm gonna leave this here. Now that I've complained about food, I'm hungry. I didn't actually eat earlier today, or eat when I went out. I just went and got a haircut and bought food. So I'm gonna go do the eating thing now. I really like how this turned out with the picnic tables on the top. It looks like a restaurant. It's not. I should, tasty. Yeah, so we're gonna leave that here today. Now, how much did I really get done? Not really that much, but it's staying. I'm not at this point where I'm like, oh, I hate this. I need it to go away. I like this. I'm liking where we're going with this. You know, I'll have some more stuff out here. We'll have another layer down here with other buildings. One thing I do need to remember though, and this is what I'm bad. Like this is a mistake. Like this whole thing is wrong. What I really should have done here to make this a lot nicer was probably gone and done something like this, and then put a building in there. You know, so you could have the buildings back to back. You know what I mean? And then I could have put a building to fit in here. But yeah, we'll figure that all out next time. So until then, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster. If you liked it, click the button. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.